So today's video will be going over what happened to the Lion Tails in the Avatar The Last Airbender series and Legend of Korra. So as we all know, the time for the Avatar, the only way to get bending was from a Lion Tail, and that's fine, it makes sense. But then why did the Lion Tail that gave Aang the ability to take away bending tell him that in the era before the Avatar, they didn't bend the elements, but the energy within themselves? Also, where are the other Lion Tails, and how can people bend elements after the Lion Tails said that they were no longer going to give humans the power of the elements? If Lion Tail lied to one, then he must have changed his mind pretty quickly, because while one is dying, we see fire on what looks to be a battlefield around him. What I think happens is that if Lion Tail stops giving people the ability to bend after a long time, then the Lion Tail will die, except on a very rare occasion, the one that gave Aang the ability to take bending. But back to why I think they die. If Lantos stops giving people the ability to bend, then I think it will die. Because they don't have a reason to exist, and after a while of not giving bending to people, I think that they start to realize that they're getting weak and fragile and starting to die out, and they started to give people and creatures bending. Only very few people, but just spreading it to creatures all around the world. The only thing which wouldn't make sense about this whole thing is that waterbenders apparently got their bending from by watching the moon push and pull the ocean, but this could just be something that was passed down through the ages, like a myth, because the water bending gets stronger when the moon's out. They think that their very bending is 100% linked to moon, because after all, it does. Some of the stances do look like the moon when they're pushing and pulling the water, and it would just make sense. So that's why I think that is like that. But anyway, back to the lion turtles passing men into other stuff. The reason why they would do this, so they are bending continuing, they could pass on. After a while, there would be very few lion tails left, and I think the myths start to get passed around by the lion tails after hundreds of years. That before the Avatar, there was no physical bending, and it was all just energy. So yeah, that was just a quick theory on what happened to all the lion tails and why people can still bend in The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra and the times before that. But hey, just tell me what you think in the comments below. Goodbye.